Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before I go through the housekeeping, I just wanted to say I had to hit record again because I'd actually started recording. The Knight of Cups come out. I put it back in. I wasn't ready to do the tarot, but it's just popped out again. So we're going to start the reading on that. We're going to leave the tarot there, but the Knight of Cups is the overall energy. So someone has someone coming towards them, or this could be you considering moving towards someone else. Take it as it resonates, okay? But there's someone here with this Knight of Cups that wants to come in and express some kind of love offer, okay? So you could know this person, you could not. We're going to delve a little bit deeper, okay? So before we do that, because we know it's a love reading, we're going to get some romance cards and see what we have. So any information that you need about me, my name's Debbie, you can find in the description box below. If you have viewed me before, welcome back. Thank you for your support. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a safe space for all, okay? So this is a collective reading. Remember, be responsible. Take what resonates with your current situation and leave the rest. Don't try and make it fit, okay? So what do we need to know about this Knight of Cups, this overall energy? Please and thank you. I'm sending everyone lots of love, light and peace. Okay. The Knight of Cups, what do we need to know? Oh, okay. We've got attraction, okay? So we've got you attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. So you're going to be out and about. Maybe you're going to be doing some kind of activity, hobby that you do, and someone's going to notice you, okay? Someone's going to come in. They have got this. Maybe they've already noticed you. Maybe, this is what you do, but you're attracting. So I am going to say that I'm speaking to the females or the feminines who are in their feminine energy right now. Remember, gender is fluid in tarot. That you're very much in your feminine, because as a feminine you attract, you don't chase. And this is someone coming in to chase you, okay? So where shall we go from here? Let's get some message of love, okay? If this person, let's get some idea. Is this past person? If this person could say anything to you right now, what would they be expressing? I hope you're all well. If this person could say something right now to the collective, what would it be? Okay, so this is someone from your past. Someone who failed to give you what you needed at the time. Someone that neglected this connection. And they've come to some form of realization, and they're seeing things maybe at the time they didn't realize the impact that they were having on you, but this is something that they're recognizing right now, okay? Anything else? So this is definitely someone returning from your past, guys. Oh no, we cried. Yeah, like I say, this person is taking time out because we've got reflection. So being apart from you has allowed me to gain the clarity that they needed. So they're starting to see it from your perspective now, okay? So this person was very much in their mind, really just being very, setting in their own ego. You know, we are all guilty of it. And just seeing things from their perspective, not really seeing the impact of what this was doing to you. But now they're looking at that and they're realizing. So that's good, okay? We've got someone who is, and at the bottom of the deck, sorry, we've got broken. I feel shattered about this situation and I want to fix our connection. So underneath that, we've got a reunion. We will always come back to each other. So now, so this for me at this point, we have them coming in. We know it was a love situation, but they could just be coming in genuinely to offer you an apology, to say, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't really understand the hurt or what I was doing, or the immense impact, you know, that our connection had. I'm just coming in with a genuine love offer, or this is someone who wants to rekindle this connection. So let's see if we can narrow it down a bit, okay? So we're going to look at the situation love deck and get a couple of these cards, please, for my collective. I feel this really broke you, okay? Maybe you've got engagement, hammer, self-indulgence, and sword and rose, clarity and truth, revelations, protection and determination. So we have engagement ring, sabotage and rebuild, and self-worth and fame. So you could have been engaged to this person, or there were talks of marriage, or a higher commitment, but this person sabotaged this, and this is what they want to work on with you, okay? Because now they're realizing that they were being, you know, indulgent, looking in their ego, and they're sort of seeing from your perspective the actual truth and sort of revelations of what this connection was, what impact they had, because at the time obviously they were not recognizing what this was doing to you. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get some tarot. First of all, we're going to get some cosmic insights. Okay, so just one or two cards just to give us a little bit more information. So now we're seeing things from this person. This is the energy, okay? So let's see whose energy is going to come out. What do we need to know about this situation? What do we need to know, please? And thank you. Just got out of the shower, so you'll have to excuse the hair, which I know you're not here to be hair done. I'm going to work out. So maybe this person is struggling to approach you to say the right things, not knowing, intuition. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you, okay? So I feel like this is a message for you, my collective. You could be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, Aquarius. Just one more, please. Oh, we've got two. And we've got Mercury retrograde, so issues with communication. So someone might be trying to get some form of message to you and it's not coming through. And then we've got liar. So we've got don't ignore the red flags. Okay, so spirit wants, so I do feel this is someone that is coming back. We had this reading 2 days ago, I think it was. Very, very similar. Somebody returning from the past, coming in, but not really coming in truthful. And it was a message from Spirit, and it was just be careful, you know, follow your intuition, don't jump in, take things, don't just take things on face value, okay? So let's dig in, let's get some tarot. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Hanged One. So the way that you're looking, or this person is looking at it, but I feel like we're in your energy now. And I feel that this person, when they were last in your energy, really had you in your head, had you stuck, okay? But now you're seeing things differently, And Spirit wants you to know to hold on, follow that intuition. If something doesn't feel right, listen to yourself, listen to your gut, okay? Because this person, you could be this air sign, it could be an air sign that you're dealing with, or your person's dealing with an air sign. But I don't feel like it's their energy. This is definitely. Tell me more about this situation. Tell me more about this situation, please. Tell me more about this situation, please. Yeah, you already know this. Whoever you are, you're very intuitive. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. You're very intuitive. This person has hurt you in the past, okay? And they're returning again. I don't feel like you're in communication with this person right now. I feel like this message or this action is about to take place, but it's going to be an emotional offload, okay? And this person is going to come in. I do feel like this was a higher commitment. Maybe you were married, as I was shuffling, divorce came out, or there was some form of engagement. So I feel like this was something that was going to a higher commitment, and this person sabotaged it. What they did, only you will know, guys, okay? But they have had this realization. So I feel like the apology that they're coming in with is genuine, that they mean it, that they've done that self-reflection. What I'm feeling is that this person, although yes, they want to come in, yes, they want to acknowledge what they've done, in their back of their mind, they're hoping that this will turn into something else. So that's where I think the sneakiness is coming. So I'm not feeling like this is someone totally out to just manipulate the situation. I feel like it is a genuine apology. I think they have done that inner work. I feel that they understand that they neglected this connection, all that. But I think what they're keeping from you is the fact that they're hoping that this will turn into something more, okay? But I feel you know this. Like I say, I feel whoever you are, you're extremely intuitive, spiritual, you follow your gut, you listen to your inner voice. But I do feel like you are sitting in a space at the moment that's taking you a while to get there, and you're quite satisfied with life as it is. I feel like you have moved on from this person in the sense of letting them go. There are feelings still there for this person, which is why this is your sort of, not warning, but just your message from spirit is just take your time, listen to your intuition. If it's feeling like something is off, something is off, okay? But you're pretty flexible. I think you're someone, as I say, that when this person reaches out, you will be open to the conversation. I feel like the apology is needed. I feel like this person did you, with the Three of Swords, did you dirty, created a tower within your life. This person could have played around a little bit on you with King of Wands here and really breadcrumbed the relationship, okay? But you're sitting in your own, we've got the Nine of Cups coming out on the top of the intuition card. Very, very intuitive, whoever you are. And very flexible. I feel like you live a very balanced life. So I don't feel like you're someone who's going to just react to this in a way that this person is expecting you to. No, I feel like you are going to be cautious. I feel like you will be open to the conversation, to the apology. Oh, and I've just noticed at the bottom of that deck, it's give it time, everything in divine timing, let things flow. And I feel like that is the very energy that you are in. You are, you know, it is what it is. You know, yes, it deserves an apology, the behaviour, but you're okay. You're very balanced. You've sort of done that inner work with the High Priestess here, so you've got that inner knowledge. And I feel like you know what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. And although this person may be being sneaky with his Six of Wands landing on the liar card, I feel like it's because they don't want to blow it. Okay, so let's get some tarot. Let's get some more. Tell me about, let's look at the other person's energy now, because I do feel like this is you. So how is this person going to come in? What does my collective need to be aware of? Although, like I say, I feel like you are someone who follows their intuition, so you can almost predict what's going to be coming in towards you. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Wands, so this is their energy. They are coming in, they want to give you some naughty time, let's say. This person could be quite creative, have a creative job. We've got the Hermit. There's that self-reflection. So although they're feeling very attracted to you, okay, I don't feel like this is just all sexual. As I say, I feel like this was a very, very deep connection that went out the window, you know. Almost fool energy, you know, being carefree. I'm seeing the Fool, I'm seeing the Magician. I feel like this person manifested this ending by their careless acts, but they have done that self-reflection. What else? The Two of Cups. So as I say, this was a very deep connection between the two of you, okay? That must have been if you know, at the point of engagement, you were about to get engaged. Yeah, and the Eight of Cups. And the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands in this deck for me always is something watching, you know, watching something go. And I feel like they know that you have brought this balance to your life, that you are sitting in this Nine of Cups energy, very satisfied with where your life is at the moment. You've healed those scars. I don't think you've fully healed, as I say, which is why this is sort of a warning. Don't jump in. Remember what, you know, is it worth your investment, and is it worth your time? And what this person is reflecting on and what they're unsure about here is whether you will just walk away from them when they come in, because I feel like you had to release them last time. Like I say, I feel like you've done the work, the hard work. You've healed your, you know, you've moved on as such, but this was a very, very deep connection. So you're both still quite bound to that. What do my collective need to be aware of? What do my collective need to be aware of? This? And we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. I do feel like this person does not want to let go of you. They do see you as this Ten of Cups, okay? But, and this is what, but there's almost this air of caution, okay, as I'm reading, because when we look at this and the way that I'm feeling, it could be that this person, and we could be sitting here saying, oh my God, this person's coming back, this person's your Two of Cups. But I feel like they are, or they were. As I say, I feel like you have moved on. And that Wheel of Fortune has landed directly under the Wheel of Fortune. So I think what's where it wants you to be aware of is really reflect on what it is you truly want, what is going to bring you this happiness. Okay? Hold back from indulging in anything. Okay? And let's just, what else? Because fate is about to play a hand. This is very similar energy to the reading I did. And then coming out, we've got the, wow, okay, with the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so, and we've got the coming out underneath, the Eight of Cups walking away. We've got the Five of Pentacles, we've got the Empress, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. And then with Queen of Swords and Eight of Pentacles, I feel like that you've really had to sit in an energy of being fair, as I say, this healing, but really accepting and cutting off what no longer serves you. And you've been working on yourself daily. Like I say, I think you put the work in, you've moved on. This person left you out in the cold. I feel like you lost an awful lot, but you remained in this Empress energy and just focused on your family, on your money, rebuilding is what I'm seeing. Three of Pentacles, okay? Sorry. Sorry, guys, I had to stop and take that call. So, yeah, I feel like this is someone that did leave you out in the cold, but you sat in that sort of divine Empress energy, okay, and gracefully walked away from this situation. But there is something that's fated coming towards you. I'm going to take a few more cards just to see whether we can delve in on what that situation is, whether it involves this past person, whether, you know, it's someone new, because the Wheel of Fortune has landed with the Two of Cups, okay? So let's see. And again, bottom of the deck, we've got that Eight of Cups, that walking away energy. We have the Queen of Wands underneath there. We've got the Two of Earth. Tell us about this Wheel of Fortune and Two of Cups, please. We've got the King of Water, so King of Cups. We've got the Four of Wands, okay. A lot of stability and a lot of emotion. One more card, please. One more card. The Nine of Water, okay, and underneath that again, that Eight of Water and that Queen of Fire and the Empress, okay. Now the Queen of Wands is someone who is very, very action orientated, very passionate, knows what she wants, walks with confidence, but very much an action taker. And I feel like when you walked away, this is the energy that you had to sit in. This is the energy you had to take action to take your life back, to keep yourself in that Empress energy. But we've got the Two of Earth coming out. It's coming out on top of the Ace of Wands with that Four of Pentacles. And I feel like the message here is to stay balanced, to stay grounded when this comes in, okay? Because it may be that when this person comes in, that Ace of Wands energy is released, you know? There's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of passion between you guys. But hold back, stay balanced. Remember, you've put the inner work in. You don't want to then lose all that work and go back to stage one, okay? We've got the King of Water landing on top of the Hermit and the Ten of Wands. And again, underneath that is that Two of Pentacles again, about keeping that balance, because really you've done a lot of inner work to get yourself to this position and remain in that sort of, to keep your heart chakra open. I feel like that, although you have dealt with this, through this, you have kept a low, as I say, I think you've done this with grace and elegance. And this King of Cups, again, is just mastering that emotions, okay? Very intuitive energy. Stay balanced, follow your intuition. We've got the Four of Wands landing on top of that Two of Cups. So whatever this is, whatever this wheel is, this turn, it is bringing with it stability. So you'll know, because remember, when we're talking about past people coming back and a lot of this deep connection, that sort of thing, it still may not be that right person, okay? So spirit would not be pushing you in any direction that is bad for you, okay? If you do make that step, it's going to be a lesson to be learned again, okay? And I feel like this is when we asked about this new energy, this is where you need to sit, okay? If this past person comes in and it's not stable, if they're not making you feel secure, if there's any doubt, if there's any question, okay, hold back. Follow your intuition, because there's something that's coming towards you. It's going to, we've got two major, sorry, I need to say two major arcanas. We do have two major arcanas. We've got the High Priestess, so that inner wisdom, okay? You have got this, okay? You know what you're doing. And this is fated. It's going to happen. It's going to bring that stability, which is going to feel a little bit, you're going to feel like a little bit like a fish out of water, okay? Because you've gone through this process of having to let something go, that, and someone that really betrayed you with this Three of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, but you've brought yourself out of it, okay? And then the final card that we've got coming out is that Nine of Water again, so that Nine of Cups, okay, which was what came out initially. I feel like you have worked a lot and know where your peace is, where you feel satisfied. And again, with that Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you've kept yourself grounded, you have worked through it. So basically, the message here, guys, I feel like is don't take your eyes off. Stay grounded, stay balanced. Okay, you've put a lot of hard work in to get yourself emotionally, mentally, physically back to where you are now. Okay? So don't lose it. I'm just going to get a couple of final messages, okay? Like I say, I don't feel like this energy is a nasty energy with this liar. I just feel like they're not being fully truthful. So they may want something more, or maybe they've regretted their decision, but they're not telling you. They're coming in on this apologetic friend level, okay? Final messages. Chop wood, that was at the bottom of the deck. It's really a time to really stay focused. That I'm really getting, okay? And getting anything out of your energy that is going to prevent that when this wheel turns to bring you this stability, you don't miss it. Very much. Watch the reading I did 2 days ago. Very much. Higher power. Exactly. Follow that intuition. I feel like you do have an inner guidance. Listen to your higher self. You could be someone that meditates. And buy the book, okay? And soulmates, we've got that Two of Cups energy coming out right at the bottom of the deck. So something with this higher power, something is coming in, okay? There's going to be, the wheel is going to turn. There's going to be a shift, okay? Do everything by the book. Stay balanced, stay grounded, okay? But you definitely have, and you know this, you can feel this coming, this deep, with this deep knowing card, okay? So, sending you blessings. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I send you lots of love, light, and peace. Thank you for joining me. Remember to subscribe, like, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.